Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and we're doing a bonus tasting today. This is not a tropical fruit that I actually got from Borough Market. This is a dragon fruit that I bought when I went to a local supermarket. This is not the supermarket I normally go to. I normally go to Aldi, but I happened to be in Waitrose to try and find a couple of other things, and they had some dragon fruits there that weren't particularly expensive. I think it was, I mean, it's not something you want to have very often. I still think it was about £3.50, and it says this is a Vietnamese supply of dragon fruit, and this is a white fleshed one. Now if you watched my video where I went to Borough Market, they had pink dragon fruits with white flesh, they had pink dragon fruits with the purple flesh, and they had the yellow dragon fruits with the white flesh. I'm getting tongue tied today, but this is the white flesh one, so I'll flip the camera around and we'll cut it open, see what it looks like inside and see how the flavour is on it. I normally find them a bit bland and not very sweet, but we'll see how this one looks. Be back with you after I flip the camera around. So welcome back, here we go. So we're going to cut this in half, see what it looks like inside. It should be fresh still. I've kept it a few days longer than they recommended, but it's been in the fruit bowl and it should be okay. So if you haven't seen a dragon fruit inside, and I'm sure most of you have, this one looks reasonably promisingly juicy. I can see it glistening, so hopefully it's going to have it's going to have some juice content. The little black dots you see are the seeds. They're fully edible with the fruits. It's not worth trying to separate them out because you'd never do it, but they taste fine and they don't add any bitterness to it. But what I'm really interested to see is if by any chance this is a decent dragon fruit. One of the problems with dragon fruits over here is they're normally very, very bland. You can actually just peel the skin like that. They're normally very bland and not sweet. Yeah, that's what I normally find with them over here. I've heard really good things about dragon fruits growing in tropical climates, but the flavours, it's very mild, the flavour. There's not much strength to them. The sugar content in terms of taste is not very high. It might well be if you measured the sugar content, they would be a lot higher. Nevertheless, it's a very pleasant fruit. It's a very interesting looking fruit. It's refreshing. It's got sort of a nice moisture content to it, but it's just not a fruit for me that I eat and go, wow, it's super duper delicious or tasty. It's certainly not very sweet. I just find them a little bit bland, but I think, to be honest, that's simply because of the time taken to get the fruit. If you can imagine, that's a Vietnamese fruit that would probably have been picked before optimum ripeness from the plant to keep it in good condition. Then it's had to be shipped all the way from Vietnam to here. I presume they fly them in, probably refrigerated quite a lot of the time, and I think the refrigeration takes the sweetness and the flavour out of the fruits. But nevertheless, it's they're a very attractive looking fruit, and you know, maybe one day it'd be possible for me to grow something like this at home. I have got some dragon fruit seedlings, but they're very slow growing. But the problem is the plants take up quite a lot of space to get them to fruiting size. So I'm suspecting that I'll probably never get fruits on one over here or flowers, but it'll be an interesting challenge. If you had a large enough greenhouse or conservatory, you could definitely do it, but worth trying them if you haven't eaten them. Some people absolutely love them. I do like them, but I wouldn't buy them on a regular basis at £3.50 per fruit, when you think you can buy sort of a melon for £1 or something like that, which is probably 5 or 6 times the size. These probably aren't worth paying out for, but in the tropics, of course, they'd be very cheap to buy. So that's a dragon fruit. That's the pink one with the white flesh. There are other variants. There are actually loads and loads of varieties if you live out in the tropics, but over here, who knows what you're getting. It's just a pink dragon fruit at the end of the day. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I much appreciate it. Please give me a thumbs up as usual. You're welcome to share the video if you think anybody might be interested in seeing dragon fruits if they haven't had them. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and remember to click on the bell if you do want to know when new videos come out. I'll catch up with you all soon. Brett out for now.